Thank you, Michelle. Just approaching 8 o'clock here on the West Coast, but let's take you live to Hong Kong right now, where you can see it is almost the stroke of midnight. This is a live image you're looking at of the celebrations underway in Hong Kong, and we'll listen to the final 20 seconds of 2013 as they welcome the new year. People. Anybody?
Happy New Year, guys.
Leave a brother hanging. All right, well, that worked. Look at that. Quite an impressive display there in Hong Kong. They know how to get things done. We will check in and show you some more amazing celebrations from all over the world that have been happening. Of course, we've got many more hours to go, so we'll have more on that coming up in just a moment. First, though, fire crews are still battling a blaze at an East Vancouver home this morning, and it's affecting your morning commute. Greg Harper is live along East Broadway near Fraser Street with the details this morning. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Fire crews have been here for almost 4 hours now, battling this blaze. Taking place here at this home here, you can see behind me a big chunk of the roof now missing. The home continues to smolder, and they're fighting it in the back right now after attacking it for quite a while in the front. The home next to it and the neighboring building on the other side have been saved here. And this was the scene at about 4:45 this morning. Take a look. Earlier, 2 young men were rescued. They managed to make their way out of the home and onto the rooftop of a building. They were eventually helped down by Vancouver firefighters. 4 people were taken to hospital this morning, including a Vancouver firefighter who suffered a dislocated shoulder. This was a tough fire for fire crews to battle this morning.
The crews right away put on exposure lines to protect, especially the house that's very close to it on the east side there. Fortunately, that did not catch fire. The stucco siding helped tremendously on there, so that's still habitable. And the other structure is habitable at this time. We do, however, have at least 5 people that are displaced, and we've called for emergency social services to come and find them accommodation.
Now, we heard one person who was taken to hospital was taken there urgently, but we don't know the condition of this person. Fire chief just gave us an update saying they're confident the structure is safe, but they're still unable to get inside because it's just too hot. They're going to wait for it to cool down. He also says that there's an unconfirmed report that a woman who lives at the home is missing. She's unaccounted for. They're hoping it's just because she isn't at home. Kyle?
Greg Harper reporting live this morning in Vancouver. Greg, thanks for that. Police in Surrey are searching for a suspect after a random attack left a woman clinging to life in hospital. The 53-year-old mother was injured Sunday night while waiting for her son outside the Newton Recreation Center. He was officiating the final game of the day. The victim was found unconscious in the parking lot. She is not expected to survive. Police have no description of the attacker, so they're pleading with potential witnesses to come forward. Robbery was the motive, with a similar attack recently at the Newton Exchange bus loop.
Very well respected, well known in our association. She's put in countless hours, and it's really, to be frank, it's individuals who give that much time that really help grow our not-for-profit organization. We've tried to have open communication with the parents of all the teams that are participating and highlighting to them and providing them with the facts so they can communicate that to their young kids.
Security has been increased at the arena while Surrey RCMP step up patrols in the area. Police are asking citizens to be mindful of their surroundings, walk with friends, and have their cell phones ready. Well, it is already 2014 in many parts of the world. Have a look at how the Kiwis in New Zealand rang in the new year. Those fireworks are blasting off from the top of the Sky Tower in Auckland. Tens of thousands lined the waterfront to see the show, which was designed around the 328-meter-tall Sky Tower. Here here's what you're looking at in Australia this morning. 7 tons of fireworks lighting up the night sky at Sydney Harbour. 1.5 million Australians lined the shores to watch fireworks being launched from the Harbour Bridge, 7 skyscrapers, barges on the water, and for the first time in more than 10 years, the foresails of the Sydney Opera House. Another live look here at the fireworks display in Hong Kong. This has been going on for 5 minutes now. Very impressive display there in Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong takes the prize so far for best display. No shocker there. We'll move on and show you a more subdued New Year's. This is from Seoul, Korea.
2014년을 알리는
You can see thousands of people traditionally ringing in the new year, ringing in the official bell at the stroke of midnight. This pavilion was originally constructed in 1396, but it was destroyed many times by both war and fire. One more. One more, come on. There you go. How about New York City? The famous New Year's Eve ball is in place above Times Square this morning. It has more than 2,500 Waterford crystal triangles installed on it and weighs nearly 12,000 pounds. This ball is a 106-year tradition in Manhattan. About 1 million people expected to ring in 2014 in Times Square tonight, and millions more on TV. You can watch all the action live from New York tonight on City. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2014. The show gets underway at 8 p.m. Transit is always a good option for New Year's Eve, and this year is no different. TransLink is offering all services for free beginning at 5 o'clock this afternoon right up until 5 a.m. tomorrow. Cbus and SkyTrain will operate about an hour later than usual, with final trips leaving the downtown core after 2 a.m. Bus service will be similar to regular weeknights with extra trips added to the major routes.